Beatrice!
Dr. Carter, what's your opinion on homeopathy?
No comment.
Yesterday you called it a medical joke, a load of mumbo-jumbo.
Well, I may have remarked.
It's all on tape, Dr. Carter.
What I said to Mrs. Davies was during the course of a private consultation.
Oh, what about when the Primary Care Trust starts its pilot programme? Will you refuse to refer your patients?
No comment.
Do you oppose the PCT funding plans? Are you against complementary medicine in general?
Dr. Carter will be making no more statements.
Simba! Simba! Simba, if you've got another mouse...
Guys, don't let those vultures see you looking at them.
I'm sorry, they're pretty hard to ignore.
Poor Heston.
Not poor Heston. He's the cause of this ridiculous circus.
What are we supposed to say to the patients?
We say nothing.
How is this going to affect our chances with the PCT?
Oh, I think they're going to love it, don't you? You know, they're just about to roll out their groundbreaking pilot, and Dr. Carter calls them all buffoons.
I've got some house calls to make.
Listen, I mean it, okay? No more cock-ups or silly mistakes. I mean, if we get really lucky, this might just die down.
Okay. Mrs. Platt, Dr. Bond.
Come in.
Thank you.
Sorry, shoes.
Right. So, how can I help?
He's got a bump on his head. I thought it might be serious.
Right. Who has?
Come this way.
Where's Mrs. Davis's file?
It's here, hang on.
What are you doing, Heston?
Taking her off the list.
You can't do that.
The woman made a secret recording. She violated the sacred trust between doctor and patient.
And that is only going to exacerbate the situation even further.
It's a matter of principle. If you don't understand that...
Heston, she's only going to go straight back to the press, and then we are going to look petty and vindictive.
I don't care what we look like. Sometimes you have to make a stand.
No, absolutely not. This is not your decision.
Let's hear what Daniel has to say.
Well, his vision seems to be okay, and the cut's not too deep. There's a bit of swelling. Looks like it was probably caused by some kind of impact. You say you just found him in the garden?
Yes.
He does look like he's homeless. He's got scabies as well.
Scabies?
A contagious ectoparasite skin disease. You can see the tiny burrows in his skin.
Burrows?
Yeah, where the female might lay their eggs.
Morning. Saw you had a visitor.
It's just the doctor.
Oh, is everything all right? You're not having one of your turns again, are you?
No.
Well, is there anything you need? I'm going to the post office to do a catalogue return. I could easily pop into the chemist.
I'm fine.
You sure? What's that smell?
I've been cleaning out the cat trays.
Who's that?
No one.
A burglar?
No. This is my neighbour, Camilla.
Kim.
Hi, Dr. Bond.
What's he doing here then? Why is he scratching?
He's just got a little skin disease.
It's all right, it's fine, it's treatable, but you'll need to wash anything he might have touched.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Monica, can't you put him outside?
He's hurt. It took me ages to get him in here. I lured him in with a glass of milk.
They see you coming.
Because he can't speak any English.
To cikarmi kone?
Taloni justum, kokaima mi binum.
To jazendegi mi kona?
Maname from Augustus gum kadum.
What's that?
Farsi.
Is that his language?
No, but they understand a bit of everything. You know how it is.
What does he say?
He's visiting his uncle, but he's lost the address. Jan Solasti?
Sizda.
Familet Kojan?
Pasta Afghanistan.
16, from Afghanistan, probably an illegal.
I've never seen a real one.
Honestly, it beggars belief. This is the sort of thing you read in the papers.
Sorry?
Are you coming out for him at the drop of a hat? I can't even get an appointment to see my GP.
You're absolutely right. We can't let Mrs. Davies get away with this. Confidentiality is a two-way street.
Exactly.
What does it say about us, the practice, if we let her waltz back in here like nothing's happened?
Julia's going to say we should accept an apology.
No way. Okay, this is an important precedent here. A clear message of zero tolerance. If any patient dare breach our trust, then we...
Oh, please carry on. Don't mind me.
Daniel agrees with me.
I'm sure Daniel can speak for himself.
Actually, I can see where Heston's coming from. There's a precedent at stake here.
So I heard you saying. So would you like to go out and explain to the press this sudden attack of principles that you've had?
Got a patient.
I didn't think so.
What are we going to do with him?
Not sure. Strictly speaking, he's not my patient. I can give him a prescription for some lotion, but beyond that...
Well, what about his uncle?
Well, it won't be an actual uncle like you know. It'll be what he calls any older man.
Oh.
Like a sort of respect thing. We don't really have it here.
Well, that's nice, though.
I think we should call the police.
Police? No, police. This is in Nakado. Me barema.
It's all right, it's all right, calm down.
Kim, you've really frightened him. Shh. Sit down.
If he is 16, then he's a minor, so I suppose he comes under social services.
Even if he is illegal?
I'm not sure, but I think they should be our first port of call.
Surprise, surprise. He'll have an MP3 and new trainers before the week's out.
Really?
Yeah. It's one at my gym. Unbelievable. I mean, you'd think they'd make him a better job or do litter picking at least, but no. They buy him a peak time membership so he can hog all the best machines all day.
Well, he looks like he could do with some building up.
Oh, Monica!
Right, I'll give them a call now then. Social services, that is, not the gym.
What do you think they eat?
It's not a hotel.
Maybe he could manage a bit of toast.
I'm telling you, Monica, if you feed him now, he will keep coming back.
Oh, that's what Clive always says.
Just shows you how the place is going downhill. Can't enjoy your own garden now without falling over asylum seekers.
The estate's not that bad.
It's not an estate, Monica. It's a garden suburb. You only say that because you hardly set foot out the door, the street lights are on the blink again, and those new people opposite still haven't taken in their bins. Just lack of consideration. There's no community pride. If it carries on, we're going to go down in value.
Right, spoken to social services. I can take him there now.
Oh.
Would you mind,
Dottore Totoro mi pare io già che amne.
Oh, wait, it can't go like that.
What are you doing now?
It's only going to the charity.
That's a £100 hoodie.
Oh, Clive's never worn it. It doesn't go with his cords. For you.
No.
She's giving it to you. Barishtar.
Thank you.
She doesn't want your thanks. Just don't come back.
Dr. Heston Carter continues to cause controversy at the Mill Health Centre, where he has told a patient seeking homeopathic treatment that it's a complete waste of time, a scientific joke. This is just as the PCT has announced that they'll be investing in a pilot programme.
Do you think he's right? Are these patients just desperate?
Mrs. Davies has been feeling rotten for a long time. I suppose half of it is just wanting to believe. It's like diet pills, you know that they don't work, but you still get sucked in.
But homeopathy does work. At least some of the time.
Oh, guess what? Dr. Diana's moved into a clinic. My friend's seen a sign go up.
She's definitely opening then.
Oh, looks like it. I'm going to do a recce.
Julia's not going to be happy about that.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm over there on house calls anyway.
Hi there. I'm looking for Wendy.
That's me. You're Dr. Bond?
Yes, hello.
Hi. And this must be Celine.
Hello.
Right, let's move this. You can sit down there.
Oh, I should warn you, he has scabies.
Oh, don't worry, we're used to that.
Really?
Well, the refugee kids we get here are usually riddled. Comes from being cramped in a container for months. Personal hygiene isn't exactly a top concern.
Sure. Well, I've given him a prescription for a topical lotion. He's going to need to apply it from the neck down everywhere before he goes to bed, leave it on for 24 hours, wash it off and then reapply.
OK, I'll put that in his file.
So, what happens now?
He'll stay here while we wait for an interpreter. Then we'll organise an assessment, establish his situation and what support he needs.
And all that happens today?
As soon as we can. Until he's in the immigration system, then he can't do a lot.
Do you need me to stick around?
No, you go. I'll sort him out with some tea and a sandwich. I'll just see if we've got an interview room for him.
OK. So, Salim, you're going to stay here?
نمیتونم کاکای ما ببینم برای من کار داره.
I don't understand.
Uncle.
You're worried about your uncle?
الگار شده مدتر. چرا من ماندمش؟
Okay, they'll help you find your uncle. They'll look after you here. They'll give you food you can eat.
هیچ پیسه ندارم. No money.
Oh, no, it's okay. You don't need to worry about money. No money. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. No more sleeping in gardens. You'll be safe here.
Hello. I'm PC Bevan. You're Sunil Bambra, is that right?
Yeah.
You look a lot brighter than you did this morning.
Were you there?
Yes, me and the Sarge responded to the emergency call. Do you remember what happened?
No.
The other car fled the scene, see, so we'd like to speak to the driver. Make, model, colour, anything like that would be really useful.
I don't know. Can't remember anything about it, sorry.
Hey, Simon, I'm outside Dr. Diana's.
What?
Clinic, I know where it is.
Hang on. What did Julia say?
Mrs. Davies is here, I've just seen her go in.
Mrs. Davies?
Yeah, and it's an open for another 2 weeks. Don't you think that's a bit fishy?
No, Cherry, I don't think it'll help Heston if you go on Miss Marple.
Well, at least I'm doing something rather than sitting on my backside.
Listen, just get away from there before she calls the press on you too. Bye.
Okay, Mr. Bambra. If you think of anything, my number's on there.
Thanks. Okay. Officer.
Yes.
Was anyone else hurt?
No.
So, after the accident, no one else was brought in?
No. Why?
I think my nephew might have been in the car with me.
You think?
Well, I don't know, I can't remember.
Look, if he was there, then we'll find him. Is this a little kid we're talking about?
No, but he doesn't know of anyone. He's not from round here. I promise his mum I'd look after him.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Davies. It's Cherry from the mill.
Oh, yes, hello.
What are you doing here?
I've just had a homeopathy session, like I said to Dr. Carter.
Oh, it doesn't open for another 2 weeks.
Oh, doesn't it?
No.
Well, perhaps it was more of a preliminary chat.
Why did you record your appointment with Dr. Carter? It seems like quite a strange thing to do, don't you think? Was it your idea or Dr. Diana's?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, you've got guilt written all over your face. She told you to do it, didn't she?
She said it would be research, canvassing the views of local GPs.
You set him up.
It seems so innocent.
You went to the press.
I didn't know he was going to say all those things.
Well, I hope this Dr. Diana's all that she's cracked up to be, because Dr. Carter won't be treating you again.
Yeah.
Simon, there's a young man for you in reception.
Okay.
He doesn't speak much English.
Right.
And he keeps scratching himself.
Okay. Thank you.
Good thing.